team vibrant.
For Guinness liquid love task, Big Brother informed the housemates that they'll be going through 4 phases of task in today's game. Now, the housemates were given a moment to go around and study the arena and the courses involved. Now, Big Brother informed the team for every game to be played, each team will have to nominate a representative. And now, to start this, Big Brother announced that every team is starting on 100 playing points. Now, how you navigate the game determines the points your team will be finishing with. And inform them to bear in mind and listen attentively when the rules of each game will be announced. Because flaunting the rules of the game or making mistake will lead to point deduction. And now to the first game, or rather should I say the first course of tonight's task, is called Break the Ice. So the housemates were presented with a pit of ice cubes. Each cube has a number written on it. Now for this game, they are expected to transport the cube with 6 degree written on it. They have to transport it from the pit and then walk through obstacles and go deliver them to the finish point. Meanwhile, for these obstacles, there are rules attached to them as well. The first one is that they will have to step in and step out of the first tire. And then for the wooden tire, they will have to step over the wooden board. You step over it. And then the second tire, you have to step in and step out. And to the fourth one, they have to go under the wooden frame to arrive at their team designation area. Now, they are going to go on 6 trips. That means they are transporting 6 cubes, okay? 1 cube per trip. Now, Big Brother told them there is something attached to this game, which is there will be a point of freezing and unfreezing and the point of playing this course. So, if they hear the sound of a ding, they will have to freeze. And when you now hear the second one, you have to continue. Very dicey, right? Now, Big Brother told them that if at any point the sound of the ding goes on and maybe they didn't remember to freeze or you were fan shaking, 5 points will be deducted. And again, if any of your cube falls in the process of transportation, you do not speak. You have to return and search for another cube. I know you think that's all the rule involved, right? No. Now, for any time you pick the wrong cube, when I mean wrong cube, when you pick a cube that is not 6 degree that is written on it, maybe you pick 9, -6, -9, any wrong cube you pick, a point will still be deducted from. Remember, these points are being deducted from that 100 points that every team is starting with. Big Brother also informed the housemaid that it's a 2-round game and they will have 15 minutes to play. Now, for each round, 2 teams will be playing at the same time. And at the end, the first team to transport all 6 degree cube gets 30 points, while the team that failed to do so will lose 13 points. The second game to be played is called Mind Your Angles. And in the arena, they displayed 3 life-size cutouts, and these 3 life-size cutouts actually have 2 rows in them. Now, Big Brother informed the housemates that in these 3 cutouts and a puzzle board, in front of each cutout is a stackle of puzzle. Now, what they have to do is that each team will bring 3 representatives. The work of the first representative will be to go around the cutout and then pick pieces of puzzle and hand it over to the second team member, whose job will be to deliver it to the team member that will be solving the puzzle. So to be well detailed, the first team member will have to go and pick up the pieces of puzzles to be solved, right? And hand it over to the second team member. The second team member will now have to go and hand it over to the team member standing at the puzzle board. And that's the person that will be solving this puzzle for the team. Now, Big Brother told them that the first stack of the puzzle pieces must be delivered to the teammate solving the puzzle before proceeding to get the next puzzle pieces that will be required for this puzzle. And then the third representative have to solve at the sound of the buzzer. The person solving now is the person they deliver the pieces to, if you get me. And then now Big Brother told them that at the sound of the first buzzer, the first team member to pick up the pieces, that's the puzzle pieces, goes first to pick, deliver to the second team member. Second team member delivers to who will be solving. And then when they hear another buzzer, they will have to stop playing. So they have 15 minutes to do this rule. And just like the first game, 2 round, 2 team. Okay, now at the end of this one, the team that finishes the puzzle at the fastest time wins 15 points, while the losing team loses 15 points. So 50 points will be deducted from their 100 points. Remember that for any time Big Brother said loses, this point to be deducted is from that 100 points that they all started with. And now to the third game. This one actually have a trick attached to it, but you need to listen to the instruction and understand what Big Brother was trying to tell the team members. So Big Brother told them for this one is called Pour with Joy, and each team will have to nominate a representative to do this. So in the arena there is 2 monkey bars and also 2 stations with colored balls, 2 stationed beam with colored ball, and also 2 empty bowl. Now the role of each representative is to transport the colored balls to the empty bowl. Now while doing that, Big Brother told them that they will have to fill the bucket and go through the monkey bars. They are not allowed to pick any balls that falls while in transit. Anyone that falls, you ignore and go and deliver. You come back and continue again. And you must go, if you decide to go through the monkey bars, you have to return back the same way. And if you have to go below, you have to return back the same way. But apparently, this housemate didn't get what Big Brother said, because Big Brother said you can decide to work hard or work smart. That means you can decide to go through the monkey bars and you can decide to go below. But they ended up trying to hold the monkey bar while going through. And Big Brother had to correct them at each point, saying, no, you were asked to work hard or work smart. And the funny thing is that by the time Big Brother tries to correct them, they must have spent little or more time. Anyways, now Biggie told them that for this third game, the team with the most number of ball gets 20 points, while the losing team, 20 points to be deducted from their score. And before you say this particular game is easy, mind you, they'll be transporting this with the buckets in between their knees, strapped to their shin. Now let's go to the game proper. Team Bold and Team Refreshing were the first to play. Mind you, the housemates got to be in a team through a lucky dip. Team Refreshing is made up of Ivata, Gigi, Jasmine, Mide, Coin, Doris, and K-Bobo, while Team Bold is made up of Dede, Denari, Tracy, Ortega, Zita, Biggs, and Big Soso. For the first game, Dede and Coin represented their team. Dede flaunted the rules so many times by not obeying the ding sound. When they will say freeze, she will be seen still moving her body. At the end, Ninja even discovered that at some point she picked 9 degrees instead of 6 degrees. Now, for moving, 20 points was deducted from Dede's team. And then for cubes with the 6 degree, she actually 3 cubes in her 6 cubes. 3 weren't 6 degree. And for that, 27 points was also deducted. And for Team Refreshing, they actually moved too. They moved once. At some point, I think, Coin moved. So 5 points was deducted. And 3 cubes with minus 6 degree was also found in his cubes. So 18 points deducted. But then Big Brother said that he discovered more 6 degree cube than Dede. So with that, his team gained 30 points. So with this, Team Refreshing 107 points, Team Bold 27 points. For the second game, Gigi, Jasmine, Mide, and Ivata represented Team Refreshing. So Gigi took the role of the puzzle solver, while Mide was to collect the puzzle pieces while Ivata delivered to Gigi Jasmine. For Team Bold, Big Soso was the collector, Tracy the person to deliver, and Zita the puzzle solver. At the end, Gigi was first to finish, and with that, his team got 15 points, making them to have a total of 122 points. While Team Bold lost 15 points, and with that, they were left with 8 points. For Game 3, Denari and K-Bobo both represented their team. Denari was moving on a very good note because his opponent, K-Bobo, couldn't walk through the monkey pole. And then Big Brother told them to walk smarter instead of working hard. And at the end, Denari was able to secure 9 balls for his team and K-Bobo 7 balls, even though Denari was supposed to have more than that. But Big Brother actually told him to remove 5 balls, the one he secured, before they both had to start walking smartly, which is just to walk instead of walking through the monkey pole. So with that, Team Bold 20 points, making them to have a total of 28 points, and Team Refreshing lost 20 points, so they were left with 102 points. And now to the next round, which is between Team Vibrant and Team Smooth. So for the first game, Team Vibrant actually chose Joanna as their rep, and Team Smooth picked Rude Boy. At the sound of the ding, Rude Boy could be found shaking. So at the end, Team Smooth, for moving and failing to step in and step out of the tires. If you remember when I was explaining the rules, you understand that Big Brother told them there will be deduction of points for this. 20 points was deducted from their points. Now, Team Vibrant was able to secure more cubes, and at that, they now have 130 points. Now, 30 points was also deducted from Team Smooth for coming the second position. That's for losing this very part. 30 points was also deducted, so they were left with 30 points. For the second game, Team Smooth chose Victory as their puzzle piece collector, Bright as the deliverer, while Faith as the puzzle solver. While Team Vibrant chose Culture to collect the puzzle pieces, Isabella to deliver, and Sultana to solve the puzzles. At the end, Team Smooth won this very round, securing 15 points for themselves. So with this, they now have a total number of 65 points. While Team Vibrant lost 15 points, leaving them with 115 points. For the third game, Mensa and Jason J both represented their team. Made the same mistake K, Bobo, and Denari made by choosing to work hard instead of working smart. At the end, there was a tie, so their scores still remains the same. And now to the final game of the day. So for this one, they were to complete the ritual of the perfect Guinness pour. All team is to bring a representative, and all they have to do is tilt the Guinness goblets 45-degree angle and pour their stout slowly until a foam is formed. Their cup must be empty before they start, and they should make sure there is no drop in the process of pouring. And when you're done, you drop your goblet to indicate that 15 points will be given to any team that gets this. See, this game made me remember how sharp my brain is. So during the No Lose Guard season, it was Femi that won this game, and it was between him and Nelly. I still remember everything Big Brother said that night. So when I saw this housemate pouring, I knew none of them was to get this. I knew none of them got it. I just knew when there was no foam on, because I remember how Big Brother said no, because Nelly actually had foam in her cup, but Big Brother said no, this is not the perfect foam, not the perfect pour. Well, at the end, Big Brother told them they got the tilt, they got the perfect tilt, the 45-degree, but they didn't get a perfect pour, so their scores remains the same. So with that, we have Team Bold with 28 points, Team Smooth with 65 points, Team Vibrant with 115 points, and then Team Refreshing with 102 points. So with that, Team Vibrant becomes the winner of today's Guinness task. Congratulations to Joanna, Culture, Imisi, Sultana, Jason J, Isabella, and Kayikumi for winning this one. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you listened to this very end, please in the comment section type Guinness perfect pour. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.